Hello everybody, this is Amy from Mimi Stitchery. This is Friday, I believe it is June 16th. Yep, June 16th, and this is Flosstube number 89. The first thing I want to say is thank you to everybody. Lucky Chance Stitcher and Needleberry Stitcher shouted me out in Instagram yesterday because I was very close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. And they shouted me out and it pushed me over 1,000. So for those of you that are new here or newly subscribed, thank you for pushing me over the 1,000 subscriber mark. I will be doing a giveaway this video. So more about that at the end. So I guess if you want to hear about the giveaway, it will be a worldwide giveaway. I'll send it anywhere. And yeah, it'll just be a small token of my appreciation. Anytime anybody stops by my channel and takes the time to sit and watch me and my crazy, I'm just super grateful. I love this community. I have made a lot of friends through this community. I have Stitchy Zoom calls now because of the friends I've made in this community. And people, for the most part, are very supportive of my kind of wayward style of stitching and me just being me, which I truly appreciate. So thank you to everybody. It's truly special that I get to interact with all of you on this platform. Like I said, today's Friday. I'm home from work today. I ended up taking a day. My daughter's bridal shower is here at my house tomorrow. So this morning I've been cleaning, pulling down serving dishes, washing things, getting things ready. Last night the tent, tables, and chairs were delivered. The tent was put up. It has been raining since last night. So the tables are not set up and the chairs are not set up yet, but that's okay. We can deal with that. It's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow for the shower. So I kind of think as long as I get everything kind of prepped and ready, it won't be a big deal tomorrow. So I feel good about that. Exciting times. We have a wedding coming up in August. We have a couple of vacations scheduled in July. I'm just like, I love this time of year and starting to travel and get around and do events and spending more time with my husband, and it's just all good stuff. Especially now that I'm out of school myself, so things are a little bit more relaxed. That being said, I don't have a ton to show you today. However, I wanted to film a Flosstube just because I should. And I'm picking up and I'm tending to want to put things away that I haven't showed you yet. So I thought, we should sit down and film this real quick just before, everything gets going and I end up putting some things away. I have one whip. Yep, one cross stitch whip. I have also a cross stitch new start. I had said that I was going to be starting some things this year, and I'm good with that. I have 3 knitting whips because I've kind of been a little all over the place in my knitting this week. I have a little bit of haul and I have plans. So thanks for joining me. Grab a cup of coffee, some stitching, although this is going to be short. So who knows, unless I start gabbing on and on about something. You never know. So let's get to it. The first whip I'm going to show you is, well, the only whip I'm going to show you. I'm not sure. So for my whip go for June, it called Halloween or Fall. Both blocks were Halloween and Fall. So I pulled out Emily's House as one of the projects, and I mentioned this in my Flosstube, so I actually stuck to what I said. I said I was going to work on Emily's House and Halloween Quaker. I pulled out Emily's House, and I've been working on Emily's House with the exception of 2 days since the beginning of the month. So this is Emily's House. Oops, it's going to turn. This is from Lindy Stitches. She designed this from Emily from Eclectic Possessions. So if you have not seen her Flosstube, you should go check her out. Currently, let's do some stats. I'm at 83.26%. And so far today, I've done about 410 stitches. I am stitching this on 36 count Ren by Picture This Plus, and it is some called for, some stash dive threads, because when I kitted this up, it was during the pandemic supply issue, and I couldn't get everything. So if anybody's interested in my conversion for this, please let me know and I will get it to you. So 1/2 on this 36 count, and this is where I am. So this morning I finished up all these flowers. I'm working on the peacock here so I can finish this color. I've been gradually working on the grass. The grass I've decided to do 1/2 tint. I changed the dog color to more Ralph's color. So those of you that have been following along, you know Ralph is my yellow lab, and he's laying right on the couch next to me. I'm in a new location. I'm in my stitchy chair because it's a rainy day here and the lighting's better that way. But there you go. And this is where I am. I get a lot of questions about the color of the house. The color of the house is a Belle Soie silk in the colorway Her Crown. And I just loved it. There's plenty of mistakes in here. However, it was part of my early stitching journey. I forget when I started this, but it was several years ago. And it just needs to be done. So I'm going to work on this until it's done. I'm hoping that I can get it done sometime this weekend. But with the bridal shower, I don't know. I think my husband and I aren't going food shopping until this evening when he's done at work. So maybe I'll take some time this afternoon to stitch. I don't know. But I have... How many stitches do I have left in this thing? I do have like 3,000 stitches left. And I can get 1,000 stitches a day if I want to. So that is what it is. You're going to hear my husband walking around because he's working from home today. So, and the dogs may bark. It may be a thing. Everything might be a thing. But that's where I am on Emily's house. I am going to continue till it's finished. A little over 3,000 stitches left. Maybe next time I show this, it should be a finish. The other whip and my new start that I have to show is... I started Blu-ray. It is artwork by Leah Roche, I think is her name. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I am doing the mini. I am doing it on 25 count. Sorry for the glare. That's what happens when you're in front of the windows. There you go. I'm on 25 count, 1/1 full cross. Yep, full cross because it's a mini. I think there's a possibility I could get this done in my lifetime, even doing full crosses. It is only, I say only, some of you are going to say that's huge. This is nowhere near the hugest thing I have going. It's 254 by 325. I am currently at 0.49% with over 400 stitches put in for, I think that's a pretty respectable new start. And you're going to have to excuse all the threads. And there's my start. I'm going to put it close. Not much to see on it yet. So Tiffany from Black Cat X Stitchery and I started this. It was Thursday night. Thursday evening. We started this. So whenever she pulls it out, I'll pull it out and I will stitch on it. I am doing it in Royal Rose. Those of you that have been around, you know my history with Royal Rose, but this one doesn't have as many colors, and I wonder if I will be able to tolerate the Royal Rose, so that's kind of how I'm working it. I am missing a color, so there's spots here. I will have to pick up that color. I'm missing two colors in there. So those are the whips I worked on. The plan is once Emily's house is done, this is the next one to go on my frame. This is Halloween Quaker by Leela's Studio. I am stitching this on 28 count Abyss with the called for threads. And I have it all ready to go on the frame. because I'm really hoping for an Emily's House finish. And this is where I am currently on Halloween Quaker. And I will continue to stitch on this most of the time until the end of June. I'm really targeting some big finishes. And yes, I'm going to be starting things, but I'm really hoping for some big finishes. And that is it for the cross stitch for today. I have knitting, so if you only wanted to hang around for the cross stitch and you're piecing out, peace out. I will see you next time. If you're going to hang around for the knitting, here we go. The first one I'm going to show is the Hue Shift Afghan. I've been working on this. My goal is this pattern, again, is available on Knit Picks. The kits are also still available at Knit Picks. You can get it in different colorways. I am doing it in the Brava Sport Jewel colorway, which makes it look kind of like this. And my target to finish the inside squares of this is to have those all done by October. And in order to do that, I need to knit 2 of these squares every week. You'll see the black border that goes around. My hope is to get that all done well before Christmas time. So I'm knitting 2 of these squares a week. I had gotten 1 square behind, and now I am all caught up and actually have already started this morning working on next week, one of next week's squares. So this is knit, if you're new here, this is knit in quarter sections. I've got 2 of the quarter sections done, and this is the 3rd one that I'm working on. And the squares for this week are right here. They're this one and this one. And I was able to start next week's square and get a head start. I have been stitching this, knitting on this every morning. And how it's generally been working out is I've been able to stitch on it every morning, Monday through Friday, for about an hour, knit on it. I keep saying stitch. And I'm able to get 2 squares done between Monday and Friday. I am not the fastest knitter in the world, I don't think. I think otherwise I would be done with it by now. 2 other knitting whips. I'm starting to watch knitting, I don't know what they call them, podcasts, or they're not Flosstubes because they're not stitching. I watch Crazy Sock Lady all the time. Then I found another, I forget the name of it, Spin Another Yarn podcast on Flosstube, on YouTube. And I found a couple others. These are my socks. These are my shorty socks. As you recall, if you're here, I finished one. And I've started the other, and I'm not sure that I ever showed it to you. But if I did, I only had part of the cuff done. I am working on the heel flap now, and this is how far I've gotten. I've transferred the heel onto my bamboo double pointed needles because for me it's just easier to work the heel like that and then go around and pick up the gusset stitches and put it back on the 9-inch. But there we are. I'm working on these pretty consistently. They're usually at work in my office for the week, along with the next one I'm going to show you, which is a free pattern. It is the easiest knit dishcloth free pattern, great for beginners. If you just search it on Google, it'll come right up. And I had bought several different colorways of this dishy yarn from Knit Picks, and my thought process was to knit dishcloths to put in some Christmas gifts this year. So I'm working currently with the Herb Garden colorway, and let me show you the label again so you can get it. Again, this is available at Knit Picks. The colorway that I'm using is Herb Garden, and I have 1 dishcloth done, and I worked on a second one during lunch. So in lunchtime I switch between this and the socks. Depends on my mood and where I am in the sock. because I have to think about it depending on where I am in the sock. And if I'm not in the mood to think much, I go to the dishcloths. So that's that. That is all the knitting. So now we have a little bit of haul. My students this year, many of them pitched in and gave me gift cards to Michael's and Joann's. So I went shopping. It's so nice. I don't ever expect gifts. I tell them not to get me anything. I get paid to do my job, yada, yada, yada. But this group this last year was super generous and treated us instructors very well. And it's just kind of nice. If you're new here, I'm a nursing instructor. And we've had some tough classes come through over the last couple of years. And this class that we had just come through was truly fun. And it was good because my schedule really stunk and I was really tired, but they were super fun. So it made it good. But anyway, I went shopping. So stitching wise, this is what I got. Well, it's not really stitching wise. I got a set of covered buttons so I could make some covered buttons. I was just curious about making them and how they worked, so I got a covered button kit. The other thing I got was another Gold Dimensions kit. This is Santa's Journey stocking. Does it say whose artwork it is? I can't read the signature, so I don't know. But it's a Dimensions Gold Collection kit. Sorry for the glare. I'm not going to take it out. But there we go. So I have several stockings now. One I'm working on already. So pretty soon Christmas is going to come out. Probably right after 4th of July. And I'm going to start working on those. So I've got that. And then I bought some yarn because I had heard good things about this yarn. It's called Patton's Croy Socks, and this one is turquoise stripes. So this is a self-striping sock yarn. I have never used a self-striping sock yarn, so that's good. I got another colorway, also Patton's Croy Socks. This is in 50 stripes, and that's that colorway. Both of these are 50 gram skeins. So I wonder, will I be able to get 2 socks out of a 50 gram skein? I think so. Because when I use a 100 gram skein, I usually have tons left over. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have to make shorty socks. We'll see how it goes. I will have to weigh my shorty socks and see how much they weigh. See what I can do. I also got my other skein that was kind of back ordered. I showed you a Regia Perfect yarn before. I had ordered 2. One was a brown colorway, and then I ordered this kind of turquoisey colorway. I'm just fascinated by this too. I really want to cast on a pair of these socks. Absolutely love the colors, and this came in. I'm trying to find a colorway. It's color number 06820. I don't think they use a colorway. Let me see if I can bring this close up so you can see what they're going to look like. The socks are going to look like that. And this is the yarn. And what you do is the yellow starts a new sock. So you go all the way to the end of the yellow, snip the yellow off, and that's where you start your sock. And then you knit the cuff until the color changes. And then you just kind of follow the picture to understand where you put the heel flap in. Like at this purpley stripe right here, you would start your heel flap. And then you would do your gusset stitches and gusset decreases. And then knit all the way. And then you would start the toe once you hit this color. So you kind of have to use the picture as a guide. But I think that's mindless sock knitting. For crying out loud. And I'm really interested, so I'm kind of wanting to cast these on. I may cast them on soon just to see how they start working up. I don't know. We'll see. Don't want to have a ton of knitting whips because I'm not the fastest knitter ever. And so I kind of really like to finish one pair of socks before I cast on another, but you never know. You never know. And I think that's it of the haul. So now we're to the giveaway section. Because I hit 1,000 subscribers, yay, I'm going to give away a $25 gift card to wherever you would like it to be at. That makes this open to everybody worldwide. I'm not sure I have a ton of international viewers, but if I do, it's for you too. A $25 gift card, anywhere you want. 123 Stitch. Even if it's a local stitch shop, I will call them and arrange for a $25 gift card to be sent to you. Doesn't matter. In order to be eligible for the giveaway, you have to comment below, and you have to not say giveaway, not say prize, not say any of those things, and talk to me about what you'd like to see more of here on this channel over the summer. So that's it. I have nothing else to say. We're 21 minutes in, and this is probably one of my shorter videos. I still have Lost No More in the sights to being finished this year. I do work on it from time to time. I usually work in it in a big chunk, and then I take a break from it, and then I work in it in a big chunk. So the break I take between my next project, Halloween Quaker, will be spent on Lost No More. So I'll probably take a couple days over the rest of the month to work on that. So those of you that like seeing that, it'll come back. Don't worry. But other than that, you all have a great weekend or day or whenever it is you're watching me. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll talk to you soon.